Welcome to the bleeding tutorial for the Lewis LH4 hydraulic disc brake. You will need to prepare a 3mm Allen key, a T10 torque key, your bite point adjuster, mineral oil, a bleeding kit with an M5 threaded adapter, an elastic band, a rag for cleaning, and also some alcohol spray for cleaning. We also recommend you wear gloves during the process. The first step is to angle your brake lever so the bleed port on top of the reservoir is horizontal to the ground. Next, ensure the bite point adjuster and lever reach are wound all the way out. You should place your bike in a stand so you can remove the wheel and the disc. Then we can remove the brake pads from the caliper, being careful not to lose the clip or the bolt. We can now insert the bleeding blocks that were supplied with the brake. Next step is to open the bleed port with the T10 torque key, being careful not to lose the O-ring, and then insert the M5 threaded adapter that came with the bleeding kit. We can now attach the oil funnel, ensuring it is in the closed position like so. Next, we need to fill our syringe with mineral oil all the way to the end and then seal the tube. Next, we can unscrew the bleed port on the caliper, being careful not to lose the O-ring. Attach the M5 threaded adapter, and then attach the syringe. We can now open the oil funnel and the syringe, gently pull back on the plunger and allow any air bubbles to naturally rise up into the syringe. We can then push the oil through the system, and you should see any air bubbles being expelled at the top in the oil funnel as the clean oil comes through. If the oil is dirty, make sure to change the oil and ensure only clean oil is running through the system. If you need extra oil, you can top up the oil funnel at this stage. We can now push the oil back and forward through the system until we are sure there are no more air bubbles to be seen. We can now seal the syringe and use an elastic band to hold the lever into its most compressed position. We then unseal the syringe, gently draw back, and this should expel the last remaining air bubbles from the system. You can repeat this process as shown until you are 100% happy that no air remains in the system. Final test, and you can see no air remains. Once satisfied, we can seal the oil funnel and then remove the syringe from the caliper. We can then remove the adapter and replace the oil port screw, being careful not to over-tighten. Next, we can remove the bleeding blocks, spray down the caliper with some alcohol, give it a wipe with a cloth, and make sure there is no oil contamination. We can now replace the brake pads, again ensuring not to over-tighten, ensuring to remember to use the safety clip, and then we can place the wheel back in the bike. At this stage, it's okay to open the oil funnel and to test the feel of the lever. We should see the brake pads moving as normal. We can now remove the oil funnel We can then remove the adapter, replace the bleed port screw, being careful not to over tighten, and then give the lever a clean with alcohol. All that's left now is to set the lever to your preferred angle, set the bite point to your preferred position, and to set the lever reach to your preferred position. On testing the brake, it should now feel perfect. As always, if you have any issues, contact your local Lewis dealer.